One thing I really miss from my time in corporate sales is getting yelled at for knowing the price of things. Shout out to ignorance. We were having our start of the quarter team meeting with my manager slash demon and his boss, and they let us know one of the executive vice presidents was in our local office and was going to be joining us in a few minutes. Obviously, what an incredible treat for us. There were probably only 1,800 vice presidents that worked in our region, so what an opportunity. Here's my theory on executive VPs at large companies. I think it's a way to pay off bribes. I really do. I think a wealthy family probably had their son home from college break, drinks too much, does something horrible with his car. Now, in the old days, you could give the judge just cash, maybe a check. These days, you can't. So I think they pull him aside at the country club and they go, hey, I know your term's up next year. How would you like to be executive vice president of business development? That's what I think happens. Anyways, this guy comes in the meeting. Immediately, you can feel the energy change. My demon is really stressed out. Shout out to George. His boss doesn't like it either. They're very tense because he's asking people what they think about the changes, which have all been negative. But the unwritten rule is they can't say that. They have to respond with how much they like it, and this has been great for business, and blah, blah, blah. So then he asked, hey, what do you guys think about the current promos? It was the first day of the month. The promos had been emailed that morning. I knew a lot of people probably didn't read them. So the first rep he turns to, they admit they don't know the promos. The next rep goes, I think it's this. And I simply chime in because I knew the promos. I saw the email that morning. I go, oh yeah, they're the same as last quarter. They didn't change anything. And he gets this really angry look on his face. He goes, Ryan, I just met you, but we should really be passionate about our promos, right? We should be excited. We shouldn't just say, oh, they're the same boring old thing. And he does this really exaggerated impression of how I spoke when I was talking about the promos. I can see my bosses are very stressed out. I sit there like this the rest of the meeting. I'm completely disgusted. Anyways, the meeting's over. He hits up my director, not my boss, because George was a clown, obviously. But afterwards, he was like, what's up with Ryan? How is he here? He couldn't believe I was on the team. And George's boss actually liked me. He was like, oh no, Ryan's one of our better performers. But the fact he dug in that much simply because I said the promos are the same as last quarter, that literally, he couldn't believe I said something so ridiculous. And this guy, again, was completely useless, full of himself, ruined the meeting. And shout out to you, you piece of trash.